A bit of a longer delay than usual, but no real problem.
Morning, Bobs.
Morning, Bob.
Morning or afternoon or evening or wherever you Bobs that are listening to us right now are joining us from in time.
Anytime, Bobs. Maybe joining us from another universe or another plane of existence.
Maybe you're collecting our transmissions from outside the solar system.
How come I can't make myself black and white on this video?
Well, I think you can. I just don't know that you've tried hard enough.
Well, I'm at adjust bandwidth, and it's just making me blurry.
You're getting bigger.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you're getting bigger. Guys, what's going on?
You tell us. Did you not make a commando mission into New York City?
I did.
yesterday?
I did. And I really am glad that I didn't realize how horrible it was going to be until like the very end of it, because I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't.
This place is brutal, dude.
Well, no, it was just like trying to go for 8 hours on the bus in one day is just like maniacal. And I got up like really early, and then the bus on the way home was just extremely cold. It was like they were going crazy with the air conditioning. And I didn't have enough clothes. Luckily, the lady next to me lent me a blanket or like a scarf.
Wow.
That was really nice, yeah. But I was like just really tired by the end of it, and I'm still really tired. I used to be able to do that shit when I was younger. When I was like 27, that was my jam. I loved riding up on one way and then riding back. But now I'm old and I can't do it.
Those days are over.
I know.
You know what though? The trip to Boston used to seem a lot shorter. It just
Yeah.
I think it's because I used to be like more excited to go,
Yeah.
and now it just feels like I'm going to like Peru.
Yeah,
It's a fucking
so
long trip.
far. So far. And there was like this one spot of construction on 95 or something, and it was just, we were just stopped in traffic at 10:30 at night on the highway, and it was just, I felt really trapped in my existence. I was really stressed out. But then I meditated, and I felt a lot better.
Because you went during rush hour.
Well, it was like I left at 6, which I
Yeah.
guess is like the sweet spot. Apparently, my aunt and uncle say that if you leave the city at like exactly 6 o'clock, it's like this weird magic portal to avoid traffic. But
Right,
And it
'cause
was-
they're, like psyching everyone out.
yeah, exactly, because you're leaving at the exact same time that everybody like would leave if they weren't trying to avoid traffic. So I don't know, but anyway, I'm home now, which is good.
Welcome
Still, I'm
home.
really excited to move to New York.
We're glad for have you.
And I went and spent some time in Byram's studio.
It was kind of surreal.
I was sitting like right there where Byram's sitting.
And she goes, oh, this is our studio. I was like, oh, yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
the fact that you've seen this room before.
Yeah, totally.
It's a lot nicer in person, isn't it, Liz?
It's not. It's not really.
It's just a shithole.
Shit, I suck at improv.
This frosted
No,
glass
it's
behind
not.
me is such an illusion.
It is really nice. I like your office dog.
Yeah, Cassidy. She's a fine piece of ass.
And who was that office dude? Jared or something?
Yeah, Jared. He's the way Jared and I met. We worked together at Huffington Post, and my first day I was like super nervous, and I just was put in an office, and I was like, fuck, I don't belong in an office, and there's all these people outside the office who are probably like, who the fuck is this schmuck who
Right.
has an office, right? Jared comes over to introduce himself. First words he ever uttered to me, is it normal to shit blood? I don't know. He goes, I might have drank too much last night. We've been really good friends ever since. So
That's awesome.
when he told me he was working here and he wanted me to work with him, I was like, I'll follow you anywhere.
Yeah.
Based on the intro.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
How did he see it in you to know that he could say that to you, or does he just go around saying that to everyone? Did he like see something special in you to like talk about fecal blood?
I don't know. We must be kindred spirits because he's not like that with other people. He's
Yeah.
actually polite with other people.
He was
He's
kind of
friends.
shy with me.
Yeah, he's like that with everyone. I mean, even
Yeah.
when he's actually here right now. His dog just opened the door.
Oh, Cassidy.
Yeah, she literally opens the door. She walks ahead of him and opens the door.
That's awesome.
There he goes.
What's his name actually? Jared? Did I make that up?
His name is Jared Dicker, and so he goes by
Yes,
Dicker.
that's another reason he's awesome.
He's such a dicker, right?
Yeah.
It just looks like his name would be Dicker. Remember the show Growing Pains?
Yes.
The character Ben, his best friend's name was Dickie. Oh, no, his name was Boner. And
Yes.
they changed his name to Boner because his nickname as a kid, his mom had stitched his name into his all underwear, and it was Dickie.
Oh, right.
I was like, how is this a family show? It's responsible for
Yeah.
my sense of humor, though, I'll tell you that.
I never watched it. I think it was on cable. Or, like, it was
No.
on one of the 100 television stations we couldn't get when I was younger.
It was definitely on Channel 7.
It wasn't on Golf. That's all we
It
watched.
wasn't on Channel 3 with all
Yeah.
that snow. The
Exactly.
snow channel.
It wasn't on Golf with just the noise of golf. You couldn't actually see the screen. Hear people going, and we'd like stare at the television really hard to see if we could like see any of the golfers.
You know, with the way cable menus work now, where you can see the show in the show description, I imagine it saying golf and then description, just the noise of golf. And then like available in SAP for para español.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I feel like that would be good on like a white noise machine.
It really
Like,
would.
Jungle, like river, like ocean waves, and then like golf.
Yeah, and then also like the crowd at my comedy shows.
So wait, hold on. Let's do an impression of the crowd.
Yeah. And then you hear a chair scrape, or like 3 chairs scrape as somebody goes to the bathroom. Fiend.
And then somebody saying cricket.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And then somebody
And
goes,
then there's the shuffle of you getting off the stage to go to the bathroom.
yeah, exactly. I'll be right back.
And then there's the annoying sound of somebody eating soup.
Right.
Because soup counts as one of the required minimums.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. And then there's also like,
beer or vodka or water. I'll have a chowder. Do you have any chowders?
yeah, do you guys have any fresh lychee? I would love to eat some fresh lychee. Remember when back when I used to take the Fenghua bus, the old Chinese dudes used to like eat fresh lychee out of plastic bags? Possibly the most annoying sound in the entire universe. Because not only are they sitting there sucking the pit out of this lychee berry or whatever it is, they're rustling the plastic bag all the time. So it's like sucking and rustling just ad nauseum. I hate the bus.
Did you guys see the video of the Bolt bus exploding on the Mass Pike?
No, but I have a stand-up comedy joke about it. I think it's like the most Boston thing ever. Because how does somebody know, how do no people get injured? It's like bus explodes on Mass Pike, none injured.
Right.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't understand how that happened.
But I think I think people were injured. They were just like scared to look like pussies. Because there was like all Boston dudes, and they were like, "No man, I'm fine. You should have seen me after Donnie's bachelor party. The doctor said I died, but I got up and I drank beer the next day."
No, the bus driver was probably like, guys, we have an opportunity to be the first bus explosion without any injuries. And people are just like holding their like
I'm
wounded
fine.
arms,
Right.
and their legs are badly burned. They're like, we're fine.
Yeah, they're-
I'll be okay. Just struggling through it.
We need this championship. We need this no injuries championship.
We can't have the Deflate Gate and this.
Yeah. Exactly.
Have you guys been following Deflategate?
Just insofar as that everyone in Boston loves Tom Brady and thinks he's perfect and doesn't
So-
really care.
I came to the conclusion that Amy watches The Bachelor and I watch Deflategate.
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing.
Mom has always said that sports are like soap operas for men.
Yeah.
She's always said that.
yeah.
Soap operas for men and her. Of
I
course.
love it. I think it's
Yeah.
so funny. I think the more like bizarre and horrific a spectacle it becomes, the more it pleases me.
It's true. I mean, that's entertainment for you. That's why they used to send people into the, pits to have lions eat them. People love that shit. I don't know. I would watch that.
I'm quite pleased by the whole thing.
Yeah.
Everything I learned about Deflategate, I learned on our podcast because I re-listened to our last episode and I said, we are fucking informative as shit.
Yeah, we aren't.
ESPN should cross-promote our pod.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there have been some developments since our last show. One is that the Patriots released a lengthy rebuttal of the. Well, just to recap the basic story, for those of you who aren't following, in last football season during the AFC Championship, the Patriots. There was the team they were playing against, the Colts, had suspected that the Patriots were deflating their footballs they were using to get a competitive advantage. The footballs were checked. It turns out they were below the legal limit. A big investigation ensues. It becomes like a media crazy firestorm for inexplicable reasons. The Patriots go on to win the Super Bowl, but now the NFL commissioned this investigation, which came back with a finding that the Patriots quarterback Tom Brady was, in their words, more than likely, at least generally aware of the deflating of footballs. So.
Is it really the actual verbiage?
Yes. That's like the words. It's paraphrased a little bit, but it's pretty close. He was more than likely, at least generally aware.
Right.
Anyway, so the Boston has come to the defense of Tom Brady by selling T-shirts and tweeting angrily. And the Patriots have released a thing countering this Wells report that the NFL released, and among a number of somewhat salient points, they included one of the things that the Wells report revealed was that one of the ball boys was texting to the other one, "Hey man, I need your help with something. Come on, help out the deflator," which was pretty damning. Like,
very cool.
The ball boy's calling himself the deflator. I mean, it's kind of hard to argue that.
Yeah.
The Patriots, however, made the quite astute observation that the ball boy, who was referring to himself as a deflator, was a overweight gentleman, and he was referring to himself as the deflator because he was trying to lose weight.
Oh, nice. Well played,
Yes.
New England Patriots. That's plausible. Totally plausible.
Thus rendering their entire thing an absolute mockery.
Everyone calls weight loss deflation. Haven't you heard that before?
Dude, I'm
It's
going
obvious.
to the gym. I'm going to go deflate on the stage.
Yeah, exactly. God, I ate so much yesterday. I've been having to deflate for a little while after that.
Yeah, let me deflate right quick.
Yeah, totally. Oh, man.
I would believe it more if they were just like, he farts a lot. So
Yeah,
he's fat and
exactly.
he farts a lot. We call him the deflator.
He farts a lot, and he seems super relieved after he does it, so we call him the deflator.
Because if we're all going to fucking pick nicknames based on what we want to be, then my new nickname is Cher.
Right. Mine is Cher's deflator.
You're definitely the Chaz to my Cher, Liz. Don't
I
get it twisted.
definitely am the Chaz to your Cher. I am your daughter. Son. Done. I'm your done.
Oh, where is frenemy of the pod, Leah Q Hall?
Oh, Byram. Don't tell Byram who else is in your house, Oak, right now. He'll die.
Is MGH there?
Yes.
She's there.
Why is she not down on this podcast?
Okay. So let me. So Leah has entered a phase of shyness, and when she does not like it when mom or dad leaves the room, or isn't around. So what I do is I set her up with the toy playing after breakfast, and then I sneak out of the room when she's not looking. So I'm trying to be quiet so she doesn't know I'm here. So she keeps playing happily.
I can't wait till this is going on when she's 18.
Right.
We just have to sneak. We'll just drop her off at the prom and just sneak out.
I'm envisioning a scene from Baby's Day Out where Leah's crawling through vents right now trying to find
She might be.
the rappel from the ceiling.
Dude, she's become quite wily. She's always trying to figure out a way to get around the baby gates and to
Does she get along with MGH though? Because I know if you don't see someone regularly at that age, they kind of flip out for a while.
She's shy, so it takes a little getting used to in the morning. But we all play together, and then she remembers. That's all.
Okay.
My
niece went through this phase right before she turned 2, where when we would go visit her, she would just freak out and cry for an hour. She didn't want to be near anyone but her parents. So it was always a really stressful. It was okay, do I visit or do I not?
Right.
You know, you're I don't want to cause someone this much pain. And I'm used to applause when I come over, so
right.
It's kind of weird to be greeted with tears.
Yeah, it's just their stupid baby brains making stupid decisions. They're not very smart, but they're very cute.
Yeah, Leah is probably my favorite Snapchat friend. She's always just stomping around, pushing shit.
She does push shit around like a boss.
Dude, Yeah, she is a boss on that. She's like working the plow in the
Yeah.
pushing that. If you want to follow Leah on Snapchat, you can just follow me. I forget what my Snapchat name is, but
I do too.
It's probably Oakley Hall 349, which is your name for everything.
No, my Snapchat is something else. It's like Road Dog or something.
No, it's not. It comes in as Oakley for me.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think mine's okay too. It was like I tried to make up something unique, but it didn't work.
Yeah, no, so I just use
I'll tell you what it is right now. Oh, you know what? I think I just get yours as your name. That's what it is. Because it comes up through my phone, so you come up as my name, as your name.
So Snapchat's an interesting service. Like, but I think a lot of people use it, but nobody ever talks about it, and
It's
doesn't
true.
have anything to do with anything.
I always see people on it. Whenever I'm like sitting in a group of people and everyone's on their phone, everyone's always on Snapchat.
But
But
like,
you're right,
and
there's,
yet you
like-
never hear anything about it except for like people are sexting with it. But nobody actually sexts with it. They send
Nobody
pictures of their
sexts.
babies and stuff.
Right. And now they have all these like corporations on it, so like you can like see Snapchats from FIFA. The worst are the Snapchats from Snapchat because they're really long and they're really loud.
Yes, they're very loud.
Really annoying.
They really are. They're so fucking irrelevant too.
Yeah, it's like on
35 minutes
MySpace when you used to get messages from Tom. I'm like, fuck off, Tom.
Yeah.
Stop
I
messaging.
think I unfriended Tom.
I did. I also unfriended Tom.
Tom must be so depressed now, man.
I'm sure he's. Oak kind of looks like Tom right now.
I feel like Tom.
You kind of look like Tom.
Like I'm on this podcast trying to friend the entire nation.
Yeah, totally.
Friended. Actually, speaking of friends of the pod, we have some tweets to respond to. Matt Broderick tweets, Sideways the pod, can I request you name a future episode Precarious Perch?
Ooh.
Hashtag request, hashtag day drinking, hashtag drunk. So this
That's
episode
magical. Yeah.
will thus be named Precarious Perch.
Precarious Perch.
Matt Broderick presciently follows up that tweet with another tweet, hashtag friend of the pod.
He's the best. I'm just imagining Jen going to the iTunes store and seeing Precarious Perch. And
Right.
her head exploding.
She'd be like, do you guys make a new friend named Precarious Perch? I thought Precarious Perch was my friend. Precarious.
Like a basketball player from like the 70s, like
Yeah.
Precarious Perch.
It sounds like a fucking new.
No, the layup by Precarious Perch.
No, it sounds like a new Tim Burton movie starring Johnny Depp.
Did you hear that during his career, Precarious Perch had sex with 8,000 women? Yeah. Also, never did a free throw shot ever once. I love Matt Broderick. He's one of definitely like. Today, he's my favorite fan. But I love Jen Savage too because she flipped out on us when we didn't have a pod on Friday. So I love that as well.
Jen gets a little stressed out about our schedule. We should probably post it online somewhere because she'll throw us a boomerang of a text that just says pod.
Pod?
And then
Pod?
last week, Liz had to tell her we couldn't, and I'm pretty sure Jen probably blew shit up. She was putting 80s down toilets. She's like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Matt Broderick is my favorite fan that I haven't met in person.
Oh, he's wonderful.
We'll do like a road show one day, and we'll just like travel around the U.S. and meet our fans.
Taking it to all the fans.
Yeah,
But they're only in New York. I think. We have some Duxbury fan. Do you think Jake still listens? Hi, Jake.
Hey,
Who's
Jake.
Jake?
Duxbury Harbor Master, our cousin.
Oh.
Our first iTunes reviewer.
Right.
Speaking of which, if you're listening and you want to drop us a review on iTunes, it really makes us feel special, and we'll read it on the air. And then Jen Savage will hear it.
Yeah.
Right.
When you see Jen Savage, she'll mention it.
Yeah. She will. She typically does.
Being any shows coming up?
Yeah, I actually have a lot of shows coming up. I have 3 in the next 2 weeks. I have one.
Word?
Yeah, I have one tonight at the White House, which is like this. It's not actually in the White House, but it's White House spelled in the German way, and it's this big house in Jamaica Plain, and it's going to be recorded and broadcast on college radio.
What?
I know. I'm on the Kaminsky Kamowski show tonight.
Can I find that on like iTunes or something?
I don't know. I will
What's
have
it called? Kaminsky?
Kaminsky Kamowski.
Kamowski.
It's Jessica Kaminsky, I think, is the host, and she's the one that's doing the broadcasting. So it's Kaminsky Kamowski, and I'm actually really excited for the show tonight. It's hosted by a wonderful woman named Angela Sawyer, she's like this really awesome person in the Boston comedy scene who's just really kind and funny and supportive. And this is the second show she's invited me to be on. And there's a lot of really awesome comics on it, so it's going to be exciting.
You are on Jessica Kaminsky's webpage.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Might be.
Kaminsky Kamowski. Everybody check out the show.
Kamowski. Yeah, check it out.
Actually, doing the college circuit in Boston is a great idea. I mean, you're not going to be there much longer, but there's
Right.
so many schools there, and they always have like comedy events.
Yeah, it's true.
Crush it. And you would get laid by so many.
Right. It's like more likely that I'm going to end up coming back to Boston to do shows, I think. I think I'll probably book more shows in Boston after I move to New York.
No, you're gonna tear it up. You got to check out badslava.com.
I know, you said that to me. I'm excited.
Yeah. And then my friend runs a comedy show on Sundays that he'll always put you on. So
excited.
you'll always have a Sunday night spot.
Good.
Guys, I have a television audition
Oh,
this evening. I don't have to worry about being typecast because I'm playing a fat Irish cop.
I always thought you were fat and Irish.
I know. Well, you didn't have to think.
Yeah.
I look it. It's not a matter of like perception. I am absolutely fat and Irish. Even though I'm not.
I thought your name was Byron O'Razai.
Yeah. So they reached out to me on Sunday and they said, "Hey, we have this television series that's shooting its third season, and we want you to come in and read for the role of Detective Charlie McGowan."
Yeah,
So,
Charlie McGowan.
you're looking at the potential.
Used to be a drinker, but then he got
supposed-
sober.
Yeah. No, but I'm with the NYPD.
Oh.
So I gotta try to sound a little bit more like a man.
Challenging.
The thing that I'm nervous about is that there aren't very many lines for me to rehearse. And then at the end of the sides that they sent me, there's a section called improvised scene.
Oh.
Where they give me a first line, and I guess I've got to just roll with it.
What's the first line?
Did you love your wife?
Yeah, I loved her to death.
Oh, don't you dare upstage me for this fucking
I
audition.
thought we were doing a scene.
Did you love your wife? Define wife.
He's trying to fool us. It's
I
not.
know. I know what's happening. I know what's happening.
For the audio listeners, Bizzle does this sweet move where he pretends that he's frozen, and like 47 times in a row, Bean and I were like, "Oh, Byron's totally frozen."
Should I restart? Should I start?
Yeah, should we restart the thing?
I held it for a long time a couple of shows ago.
Yeah. It was
I
like
think I held it for the duration of our show. It was like a
Yeah.
minute.
he was like one of those creepy dudes that like stands on a bucket and scares children in the park.
And never closes his mouth.
We should honestly do one where we all just play Frozen and name that one Precarious Perch.
Now that is a solid content. I think
That
the
is.
audio listeners in particular would be super enthusiastic about like at least 8 or 9 minutes of us pretending to be frozen.
But that would also be a really good
I think
channel for
Byron's-
the sound machine.
I think Byron's actually frozen this time.
I think he actually is frozen.
No, I was checking Instagram.
Let it go. Have you guys ever seen the movie Frozen?
No, but I know that song.
I heard it's
Yeah.
good.
I have never seen it either, even though my baby best friend is absolutely obsessed with it. And I'm currently wearing it. I have an Olaf tattoo right now. Olaf is
What?
the snowman from Frozen.
Where'd you get that?
My baby best friend put it on me. And that's not true. She was actually in taking a bath, and I was by myself, and I applied a temporary tattoo to myself with no interference whatsoever from a child. I just did it. It was an adult doing that, so that's fine. And it's temporary, Mom. Tell Mom it's temporary.
Your baby best friend does the best like asleep eating I've ever seen.
That is also it's confusing. I have a lot of baby friends.
Oh, that's your baby
That's my
roommate.
roommate baby. Yeah. baby best friend is Jael. She lives out in Swampscott.
Oh, I see.
But Simone is my roommate
My
baby.
podcast.
I just read something that Tom Hanks may acquire HuffPuff.
I'm on my podcast. Do you want to say hi? Liz is
Oh,
on.
is it awesome?
Yeah.
Is that a lot of viewers?
Is this
Yeah.
Jared?
This is Liz from yesterday.
What up, Liz?
Hi, Jared. Nice to see you again.
Am I a guest speaker?
Yeah,
You are.
you're a
Hey
guest.
guys, Jared Dicker here.
Jared, tell them the first line you ever uttered to me at the Huffington Post.
The first line I ever uttered to Barnum at the Huffington Post was, "Is it okay that I just shit blood?"
And the answer is always yes.
Yes, it's fine.
The
answer is
answer is
always yes.
always yes.
Roll with it.
This is available on iTunes, by the way, so now you're iTunes famous.
Yeah. What does he just try and come in and talk to you about like work stuff? You're like, shut it down. Shut it down. I'm on my podcast.
No, he's someone who's interesting because he is like total like frat boy. Like he always like seems drunk and stuff, but sometimes he like drops these pearls of wisdom about the industry,
Oh.
and you never know which one you're getting because he'll like come over and he'll be like, "Yo, duh," and then he'll like say something like content marketing related. So he comes over and he like presses his whole body up against the glass door. And I like wait a minute, think he's gonna say something funny. He goes, "Time Inc. might acquire the Huffington Post." I'm like,
I don't care about that. I still don't understand what
Cassie's in here.
I don't understand what your company does, Byram. Byram's company is called Rebel Mouse, and that it does not explain what the company does at all.
Okay.
We build websites for brands and publishers.
Ah. So like,
my office is across the street from where your office
it's literally across the street from Scholastic.
So interesting that you would say that. So I used to work for Scholastic. That I haven't been working for them lately, but their educational technology division got acquired by Houghton Mifflin. So all my colleagues who are working for.
God bless you. I have often wondered how to say that name. I'd be like Houghton Mifflin.
Houghton Miffler.
Younger Youngers.
Houghton, Elizabeth Hauf,
Yeah.
Hofstadler.
Houghton Dillard. Hasselhoff David.
I did a temp job at Houghton Mifflin once when I first moved to New York.
I remember that.
And I was the front desk receptionist, and all I had to do was schedule conference rooms, and it was the hardest thing I've ever fucking done. People were so mean about it, and they were like, it was like trying to get a hot table at like a fancy club, and people were like getting really mad about it. I cried at work. It was really horrible.
Were the people meaner than when you were a soccer referee?
No, those were the meanest people. Those were absolutely the meanest people of like a for-benefit soccer league in New York, and I was like a new referee, and they were so mean to me that I walked out.
You should put that on your resume.
I totally
It's
should.
just like soccer referee, and then just the description is you cannot even imagine how mean these people are.
Yeah, they were so mean. They were all these fucking lawyers trying to get out there, like, blow off some steam after work, and they, like, definitely brought it all onto the field, and it was really horrible. But I also didn't know anything about soccer, so it's probably, I don't know what I was trying to
Just
do.
handing out red cards.
Yeah, it's so funny because I'm always like, I wish I had been more involved in extracurriculars when I was younger, but I was involved in extracurriculars. They were all just fucking ridiculous. Like, I went and did that soccer thing. That was cool.
Yeah.
What else did I do? I drank a lot.
That's extracurricular. That's not part of the
Totally.
curriculum. So.
It's not. It's extracurricular. I didn't even do the stuff on the curriculum, so all of it was extracurricular.
I didn't do anything extracurricular. I just kind of like hung around school after hours with my friends and drank.
Nice. I didn't start drinking till later, but I made up for it.
Guys, I'm a little depressed this morning.
Mm-mm.
I used to have a claim to fame, and it's now been shattered into a million little pieces. When people used to ask me for interesting facts, and believe it or not, it comes up pretty often.
Yeah.
My go-to is that the president follows me on Twitter.
Yep.
And big news was that yesterday the president signed up for Twitter.
Yeah. So retroactively,
Not
that
bad.
fact is
So there's an
which
official
president. I think
Well, there's an
maybe-
official Barack Obama Twitter handle that's managed by the White House, and whenever he uses it, he signs it -BO.
Right.
Really unfortunate initials.
It's
Not-
amazing that he made it that far with those initials.
Yeah.
Really. It's really
Um,
impressive.
And his middle name is Yanni, and if he had married Gerard Butler, his initials would be BYOB.
Nice. I wish he'd done that.
So yeah, I used to always say, oh yeah, the president follows me on Twitter, and I follow him back, and so I always thought like, oh, if I direct message him, will he get it? And I always thought like, should I post stuff that's pretty offensive? Is it going to make him unfollow me? Because I'm also followed by Maria Shriver.
Why is all this happening?
Right.
But yesterday, the president signed up for his official Twitter. The handle is @POTUS. And there was an exchange between him and former President Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton wrote, "Welcome to Twitter, POTUS. One question, does that username stay with the office? Hashtag asking for a friend."
Oh!
Friend of the pod, and
Very
my
good.
Twitter follower for the past 5 years. Barack Hussein Obama wrote, "Good question, Bill Clinton. The handle comes with the house. Know anyone interested in @FLOTUS?" So I thought
Oh,
it was a clever little
zing!
exchange, but I
Zing.
don't know. I got to get the new Obama Twitter handle to follow me. He'll probably get impeached if they're like, imagine that scandal. They're like, look at the lowlives that Barack Obama's following on Twitter. To me.
Well, I read that he's I think I read this on some weird outlet, but that he's like cataloging every time somebody's like FLOTUS, I want to have sex, or POTUS, I want to have sex with you. He's like they're cataloging it.
Yeah, they have to. So it goes onto like the presidential record. So there'll be like the Library of Congress. Is that a thing?
Yes.
It'll be
Okay.
documented. You could like search through all of that stuff.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna start tweeting at the president more.
There's a lot of people who've written @POTUS, please sit on my face, which I thought was hysterical.
Me too.
Because he's not a girl. Like you would say that's a girl. But
I know. He seems to have like a bony butt. I wouldn't want him to sit on my face at all. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so I kind of have to find. Maybe I'll just use Maria Shriver as my fun fact. She follows me.
That's
and
a
it's
good one.
the actual Maria Shriver.
What do you guys? Do you guys have a presidential candidate that you particularly support thus
I
far?
support Hillary. I'm a big Hillary fan.
I don't. I think Hillary's going to win. I think it's predetermined that Hillary's going to win.
Yeah.
But I don't really. I think I'm a little demoralized by the whole thing, but I think I'll just vote for whoever seems like the least. Like, I'm not going to vote for a Republican or a Democrat.
Right.
I'll vote
Yeah.
for
Exactly.
whoever's a reasonable third-party candidate.
Right.
Why don't we all commit to this right now and try to get our fans to do a write-in ballot for us for coming
The
in
three of
Sundays?
us, a three-person presidential team. I think that would actually go really well for
Let's
the.
just get it. Let's fucking start a campaign now to get
Oak
people
would be
to...
like, God, guys, get in here. I need your help.
his
Like,
his
we're the
state
kitchen,
of
we're the
the,
kitchen.
his State of the Union would just be a big shut the fuck up tirade.
Yeah, exactly. You know what, America? Shut the fuck up.
You know what I think we need to do is I think we just need to compel Elon Musk to be president, and we'll just not have an election, and he doesn't have a choice about it. It's just going to happen.
And I think his running mate should be Precarious Perch, personally.
Yes.
Elon
you
Musk,
guys
Precarious
seen-
Perch, 2016.
Have you guys seen the photo of Elon Musk's mother floating around?
No.
She looks like
Mother
Cruella de Vil.
floats?
Yeah, no, dude, she actually does. Google it right now. Look at a picture of his mother. His mother looks like Cruella de Vil. She has Cruella de Vil's hair and all.
I love Cruella de Vil. You know
She's a
she's my
real
favorite
life
Disney
woman.
princess.
Yeah. Mine is Gus Gus from Cinderella, the fat
Gus
mouse.
Gus is awesome too.
He's the best princess.
I love Cruella de Vil because she has the best cheekbones and the best collarbones.
Colic? She's the
Colic.
best colic.
She has the best colic bones. Oh, tell me
Um,
more about Elon Musk. I don't actually know anything about him.
So he is the founder and CEO of Tesla.
Oh,
In addition to making awesome electric cars and now like a home power storage device based on their battery technology, they also are one of the like preeminent private space companies.
oh, cool.
I forget what's the name of their space company. SpaceX.
SpaceX. Has anyone actually gone into space yet? Have there been any missions of famous people going into space? Did Lance Bass actually go, or is that just like on the books?
I don't. I think some like Russian companies will take like rich people into space, but I don't know who goes. It's like a couple $1 million to do it.
Yeah, I would imagine. And also like not necessarily that interesting, except for like the whole idea of being in space. I feel like it would be a lot like being on the Megabus in Connecticut at 11 o'clock at night.
So list of flown space tourists. Dennis Tito paid $20 million. Mark Shuttleworth paid $20 million. I'm trying to look at people who you might.
You guys might be interested in my favorite Twitter handle to follow, Bored Elon Musk.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's all about stuff that. Have you guys seen any of his tweets?
No.
It's all about stuff like imagining that some of his inventions that he's coming up with in his downtime, because he just is a brilliant guy. But some of them are pretty interesting. One of them is a sign-in page that automatically emails you a password reset after 2 failed attempts.
Oh my God, that's genius.
A tissue box that prevents the last 3 from coming out altogether.
That is also genius.
It's pretty good.
Why hasn't anyone invented any of these? I think there should be tissue boxes that the tissue just shoot themselves out of the box. It's like you press a button, it's like boop, and it just like flies out of the box, and then you grab it.
Self-driving horses.
I like that.
I do too. That's a really good one.
Just tweet at a horse and it shows up to take you wherever you want to go.
This one was obviously directed at us. A podcast player that converts all your shows into Ira Glass's voice.
Ah, that's genius. I was working on my Ira Glass impression for a minute there. Is
it any good? Is
no.
it good enough for pod consumption?
No, it's I have to do like a little bit of a lift. Doesn't he have a little bit of a lift?
I don't know.
With Ira Glass. No, it's probably bad. That's really bad. Sorry, Ira. I know you're listening to this. That's not what your voice sounds like at all.
Do you guys want to do picks of the week?
Sure.
Yeah.
You start.
Okay, my pick of the week is a terrible but awesome website, barstoolsports.com.
Oh yes.
It just is it's just the worst of the worst, but also the best. And I picked them this week because of the arrest of the Barstool Four. 4 guys on that website went to the NFL's offices on Park Avenue, New York, and protested free Tom Brady, and they were arrested for protest. They handcuffed themselves to a desk while administrative staff looked on befuddled and annoyed. And they were arrested, and it was a great publicity stunt that I'm sure they sold a bunch of T-shirts for.
That's awesome.
So I because of their dedication to defending the wall.
Yep.
It's fans everywhere. Barstool Sports.
That's awesome. My pick of the week is Louis C.K.'s opening monologue from Saturday Night Live this past week. It was really good.
Oh, I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, I urge you to listen to it.
Anything notable?
Yeah, basically his stance on child molesters is very notable. It's great.
I mean, can I assume he's anti-child molester?
He's empathetic to child molesters, basically. He's showing a little bit of empathy, a little bit of understanding. He basically goes into talking about how he's like, child molesters, knowing the repercussions to being a child molester, being a caught child molester is like the worst thing that can possibly happen to you, and yet they keep molesting children. And he's like, so, I mean, it must be really great if they keep molesting children. But anyway, listen to Louis C.K. do it. He's way better at it. He's really funny.
Good pick. I'm going to watch it as soon as we're done here.
That's really good. Also, right now, anything Amy Schumer's doing is really awesome. I think she's like really kind of knocking it out of the park. And I don't know if it's just her or like she has an awesome team of writers or whatever.
She's pretty damn funny.
She's pretty good. She gets it. She really does.
Yeah, she's hysterical. Have you guys seen? Actually, Amy Schumer is my pick of the week.
Nice.
And it's not that I had that planned, but grasping for straws here.
Right.
But she has a video that's called The Last Fuckable Day.
Yes, so
And
good.
She's basically just going for a jog through the woods, and she happens upon a picnic set up with Tina Fey, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and Patricia Arquette, and they're all talking about how women have an expiration date. They go from playing like a sexy young role, and then all of a sudden they become moms or grandmothers, and like you can see it happen a lot. It happened with Sally Field. She played. They actually reference it in the skit. She played someone's like love interest in one movie, and then their mother. I think. Oh yeah, in one movie she played Tom Hanks's love interest, and then in Forrest Gump she played his mother. So
Right.
it's pretty interesting how women hit an age where automatically they can't be viewed as a sex symbol anymore. Instead, they're now strictly. Oh, Jen just messaged me right now. Pod.
Pod? Yeah, and then they start starring in movies like titled like She's Okay, and it just keeps going. Good effort.
I don't know
Life is
how
worth
she
it.
does it.
Yeah, exactly. She seems tired.
Okay, note from Jen. Hi, everyone. I love you. I can't wait to see you. That was
She's
from Jen
awake at
right now.
8:57 in the morning?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow, she must have gotten up early just to like be simultaneous with the pod because she doesn't usually rouse herself until
Yeah.
a little bit later.
We should definitely name this Precarious Perch, but let's also throw in some notes about Amy Schumer so that we can boost our
Oh yeah,
SEO
we can
traffic.
tag Amy Schumer.
All right.
Yeah.
My second pick of the week is Frozen Bizzle, actually, and I think as we sign off, we should all just be frozen.
Let's acknowledge Frozen Bizzle.
Yeah, Frozen Bizzle.
No relation to Boca Bizzle. He's
No,
very
no
animated.
whatsoever. Yeah, I like Frozen Bizzle.
You guys, I love you. This was a
Love you too.
Love you. Oh wait, you there? Did I really freeze this time? You guys did it to me. Oh. That was good.
You
So embarrassed.
That was awesome.
If this mic wasn't attached to a thing, I would drop.
Drop it. I'm gonna knock mine off the table.
You guys, that was really fucking good.
Yeah. All right. Love ya.
Love you guys.
Peace.
Peace.
Layers.